Hello, ho, ho, folks. I'm Reverend Dee Lifeguard. This is my fortress of mental illness, and welcome to the only reviews that matter. Today, I'm going to be reviewing some kazoos. And if you've watched this channel for any amount of time, you may have picked up on the fact that I'm somewhat of a kazoo aficionado. In fact, my alter ego, Santanon, played the kazoo on the Christmas special a while back. And that weird clown, Big Barry the birthday clown that shows up on this channel from time to time, turns out he's also quite good at playing the kazoo. Exit white into night. Take my hand off the never way. Boom! Yeah! Before I start, I just figured I'd show off my collection. This one is one of my favorites. It's made by Kazoobi, International Kazoo Players Association. This one I got at a show for a band called Full Service. They opened for Badfish, which is a tribute to Sublime, and for some reason they were giving out kazoos. This is also made by Kazoobi. You can actually go to Kazoobi's website and get custom kazoos made. And then, of course, we just have a basic Kazoobi kazoo right here. And I also carry a Kazoobi kazoo in my car because I like to play along with music sometimes. The two we're going to be reviewing today, one comes from a weird, sketchy Chinese website called Temu or Temu. I'm not really sure how to say it. They definitely sold my email to like scammers who keep emailing me about auto insurance and shit. And they've also like started texting me random stuff. So you might not want to go through it, but it's a pretty nice kazoo. I don't know the brand of kazoo because there's no branding on this. It literally just says kazoo. But this is one of the nicest kazoos I think I've ever bought, next to, of course, my Kazoobis. And the second one we're going to be comparing it to is just a basic Kazoobi kazoo. And yeah, you're reading that package right. Electric Kazoo, because it comes with a humbucker pickup. And that's actually a perfect transition for me to talk about kazoos right now. Most people, they mess up. One, you don't play from this end. You play from the short end. I mean, you can play from this end, but you're going to get better sound playing from the short end. Two, you don't blow, because nothing happens. You see, you need that membrane, the wax paper, the reed, whatever you want to call it. It picks up humming, so you actually want to hum. And that, of course, is why, you know, they're a little clever little play on words. Humbucker pickup. So let's go ahead and get into the review. All right, let's do an unboxing. Let's start with the humbucker electric kazoo. Used to, you could just order the humbucker pickup from Kazoobi itself, and maybe you still can. I'm not that technologically savvy, but I ordered this one, and it actually came with a kazoo, which is awesome. And as you can see, it just, all this really is a microphone, and it fits perfectly right there over the wax paper, the reed, the membrane, whatever you want to call it. And we'll plug that in and I'll play it for you in a second. This one from the sketchy Chinese site is one of the nicest looking kazoos I've ever gotten. Even comes with a manual, which I don't know why you need a manual. We'll go ahead and take this out. as you can see, it comes with extra wax paper, membranes, reeds, whatever you want to call it. It also came with this, which is like a QR code, and since they sold my information to like scammers, I'm not gonna use that QR code. I don't know what the hell that's for. But anyways, the actual kazoo itself, it has, this is so you can wear it around your neck. This is a mouthpiece cover for when it's not in use. And as you can see, it does kind of look like a weird like knockoff like Views vape or something. I don't know, but it does have, this part is adjustable, and that actually affects the sound, and I'll show you guys that in a minute as well. Ultimately though, I love this thing. It's really cool. So this is the one from Temu. Like I said, I'll show you. This thing is adjustable. If you have it adjusted all the way down, now we're going to compare it to just a little bit loosened up. And I think it sounds better just a little bit loose, but if you loosen this thing all the way up, see? So I love that adjustable thing though, because you can make it pretty quiet by tightening it up. But like I said, but you know, me playing this acoustically is probably not why you clicked on the video. You probably want to see what it's like with an amp. And so first things first, I have the Honeytone mini amp here. I'm actually gonna use the Kazoo first on this one. See, you just plug it in, turn on your amp. Oh shit! See what I'm talking about? It's a microphone. I'm just messing with the overdrive and the tone. I'm gonna turn the tone and overdrive all the way down. Let's see. That was me turning it up because, like I said, I'm technologically inept. Now, let's do the one I got from the Sketchy Chinese website. And if you're wondering, yes, that's the horn solo from Sublime's 5446 Ball and Chain. The kazoo is a really fun instrument. In fact, it's my favorite instrument to play. And when it comes to these two, this one is extremely fun. I love it. It's fancy as hell, and it has a great sound. And maybe it's because I'm biased, because, you know, I grew up and I live in South Carolina, but kazoos are based out of Beaufort, South Carolina. And I don't know, the kazoo is still my favorite, even without the humbucker pickup, you know. I mean, the sound is just phenomenal off of these. Not that the sound isn't phenomenal off this weird Temu one either, because it is, but I don't know. It's really up to you. If you're going to get a kazoo, though, I would stick with Kazoo because they're not going to sell your email or your phone number to sketchy scammers. But if you want something that's fun to carry around, then yeah, totally. I guess you can go look on Temu. Links for Kazooby will be in the description, and I guess I'll put a link to this one in the description as well, but you've been warned. That website's sketchy as hell. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. God bless, and hail Santa.
The Only Reviews That Matter is a production of the Children's Television Workshop. Promotional consideration provided by Kazooby Kazoos, the best kazoos in the world. We also have wazoos and kazobos. Check us out. Kazoos.com. And by viewers like you. Thank you.